that Michael Jackson was an innocent man.
I had the ability to be around Michael 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I never saw anything inappropriate. If I had seen anything inappropriate at that time, I'd be the one to be slapping cuffs on Michael and take him down.
A lot of people said, Michael, don't have any kind of connection with kids. And he was rebellious. Don't tell me to change my persona. Don't tell me to change who and what I am. I will be the man I want to be.
And he always surrounded himself with children. And that's how I was raised, to believe and to be like that and to imitate that. I don't know what you're trying to make out of this.
I'm not trying to make anything out of it. I'm trying to identify whose handwriting it was.
Okay.
Did we answer?
Like most people, almost everything I thought I knew about the case was wrong. I'd been influenced to a great extent by the irresponsible and heavily biased reporting of journalists seemingly out to get Michael.
There was the public opinion that he settled back in 1993, therefore he must be responsible.
When I arrived there was between 1,000 to 1,500 press people. They all thought he was guilty.
The strain of the second child molestation case took a devastating toll on Michael's health. Michael appeared close to collapse several times during the trial.
But not an emotion on his face. One can only imagine what roller coaster of emotions he may well have been going through.
It affected his life, it affected his being. He was very angry and upset. I would get calls at 2:30 in the morning. Brian, why are they doing this to me?
In the last few weeks, a large amount of ugly, malicious information has been released into the media about me. The information is disgusting and false. Through the years, I have helped thousands of children who are ill or in distress. These events have caused a nightmare for my family, my children, and me. I never intend to place myself in so vulnerable a position ever again. Please keep an open mind and let me have my day in court. I will be acquitted and vindicated when the truth is told. Thank you.
And he was determined to fight that case because he was innocent. You know, he was absolutely innocent in both cases.
The jury understood it. The people who were involved in the case saw the evidence was absolutely overwhelming that Michael Jackson did nothing. You couldn't place Michael Jackson in the same place with these accusers on the dates and times when they said it happened. It never happened.
My investigation of the 2005 Gavin Arvizio case clearly showed that the plaintiff and his family had a long history of trying to extort money and were charged with perjury and welfare fraud.
I would find evidence of their fraud, defrauding the government at the very same instant that they were accusing him of molestation.
I was unable to find the smoking gun I needed to reopen the case against Michael. By the end of my investigation, I thought Michael himself was the victim.
The world followed the trial and never covered the fact that he was innocent as much as they tried to say that he was guilty. You don't see the clip in the courtroom where they say innocent, 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 innocent 10 times. You never see that clip. You see all the other BS. And that's what's wrong.
We were the ones, American press was the ones that did that to him. They were the ones that were killing Michael Jackson and making him go off the deep end.
The charges about sexual molestation of children whom Michael Jackson loved so much and felt so close to totally devastated him. That was his downfall.
To your knowledge, Mr. Jackson, were you ever accused of having sexually molested Brett Barnes?
Won't answer that.
I think he was traumatized from the whole experience a lot.
I think it just killed him. It ruined him. Michael just changed. Got a little more secluded. You didn't see much of him.
And that was the end of him. I don't think he ever recovered. I think from the time that those accusations came out, that his emotions just went down and down and down and down.
Judge Rodney Melville, he said to Michael Jackson, he said, "Mr. Jackson, your bail is exonerated and you are released." Words that will be played, I'm sure, on countless occasions from now forevermore.
But the world never remembered those words, and no one was ever exonerated from the shadow of the trial. Michael's image was forever tarnished. In later years, the 1993 accuser, Jordan Chandler, would file a restraining order against his father, Evan Chandler, for beating and macing him during a violent struggle. After Michael died of an overdose, Evan Chandler shot himself. He left no note or mention of his reasons.
After Michael died, and all this dust and accusation and garbage about prior things was looked at from the point of view of, really, was it valid? I think the overwhelming response to him tells us the public now recognizes that was so much smoke and so much nonsense. I think we finally got through to the public that Michael Jackson never hurt a child.
I love the whole idea of being untouched. I even like them undisciplined. You know, anything goes. Throw stuff and just be yourself. Jump on the bed. Put your shoes on the couch. I just love watching their behavior.
He was done with America. He wanted to leave.
To June, today was like being baptized in the sea of life.
His life was the heights of ecstasy, but really the depths of agony.